We now present the kickoff to the Foolish Wanderers podcast, Spooktober of 2022.
This podcast contains situations of violence and murder. Listeners' discretion is advised. What you drinking? I hope that's not coffee.
I got raspberry lemonade.
Oh, that's good. That's better for you.
Is it though? Is it really?
Than like a, what did you call
coffee?
it? A PSL?
PSL, they're delicious.
You know what? I don't know
sugar.
if I've ever had one, honestly.
They're pretty good. You gotta have it from like the right place though.
I know it's like the Starbucks is. I watched a YouTube video today, and they went around trying a bunch of different PSLs.
Okay.
And Starbucks was the best, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just changed their formula too, so.
I guess it's like it's creamy, so I don't know.
That's why I like it, yeah. I tried making my own. It's pretty good. I just put like whipped cream on it, but it's really good.
I still gotta get one, but I don't want to wait in the damn line, so I don't care.
Yeah. I heard a thing, someone said that, so one of the main ingredients in pumpkin spice lattes is cinnamon. And cinnamon is also what like a lot of like witches use to like keep evil spirits out of their house.
I thought it's sage.
It's both.
Sage is like cinnamon, and so it's either or, whatever you have on deck.
So I think they're slightly different. I think sage is to like cleanse the like air and get rid of spirits, and then like cinnamon is like to ward off evil. I think that's what it is.
Because when I buy a new house, not a new house, but when Mr. Kendra and I get a house, it's going to be sage and I guess cinnamon. Now, if I just have does it have to be like cinnamon sticks, or if I have like cinnamon in my spice rack, can I just like LeBron James before his basketball game with the chalk, and he just puts over his hands and he goes,
yeah. I think so.
Oh my gosh, but then we inhale it and we would die.
Yeah, I get cinnamon lung.
That sounds like cinnamon lung sounds like a horrible battle wound that you get in Candyland.
Candyland War Edition.
Like, Grandma Nut died this morning she has succumbed to her battle with cinnamon lung.
Oh, poor Grandma Nut. Oh,
she's the worst one. She had to go.
So it says that this is just Google from like Well and Good or whatever. So cinnamon at the front door. Basically, if you spread cinnamon at your front door, you're essentially attracting prosperity into your household. But I also heard that it gets rid of spirits.
And it tastes excellent.
I love cinnamon.
In an apple cider.
Oh, so good.
I like it on top of the hot cocoa, like on like the sprinkle on like the whipped cream on the top.
That sounds good.
Oh, is it nut? I think honestly it's supposed to be nutmeg, but I don't have it, so I did cinnamon and it was okay.
I think both would be good.
I've also put whiskey in hot cocoa like an animal, and that was okay too.
Yeah, I know
it tasted like banana bread to me for some reason. I don't know why.
That's interesting. Okay. This is from WeMystic.com. So they say that
that's such a lame name. We Mystic. We out here.
Oh, okay. So cinnamon is one of the oldest spices of the record and was so valued in history that it was considered a gift item to monarchs and other dignitaries. Thus, cinnamon has magical attributes such as attraction of money, employment, physical protection, spiritual protection, and it attracts success, prosperity, infinite blessings, physical health, and other well-beings to your home. Oh my
goodness. I'm just gonna walk around with a cinnamon stick in my back pocket.
Yeah. I think I think they sell like cinnamon brooms, and you like sweep out the negative energy from your home, just like out the door.
I'd use that as like a spanking tool for my kids.
No negative energy.
Yeah, no negative. I'm gonna spank prosperity and money in you. Get ready.
Oh no.
We Mystic here. We Mystic.
Oh no, sage and cinnamon it up.
Wait, so you said that cinnamon was like really valued and
Mhm,
a nice spice given to royalty and monarch.
mhm.
Baby Jesus wasn't given cinnamon, right? By the wise men? It's
Frankincense,
frankincense,
myrrh,
and what's the other one?
what's for
Frankincense and
gold.
myrrh. Just gold?
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
There wasn't no cinnamon?
I, I don't know. I think frankincense is a spice, right?
I
I
don't
think
know.
frankincense and myrrh are spices.
I
Do
have
you remember
no
that vine
you
where he goes, "I bring you gold, frankincense, and myrrh, myrrh, dare, Judas, no."
Oh, poor
I
baby
miss Vine.
Jesus.
I
I
miss
miss mine
Vine.
too.
That needs to be an episode of us just like quoting vines and
That just
guessing it.
shows how old we are.
Yeah, Vine became a thing when we were in high school, so and I
And it
remember I
was
thought it was
great.
the I thought it was the weirdest thing,
No,
but then
it's
I started
great.
watching I started watching like compilations on YouTube, and I'd sit
Mhm.
there and find the hour-long compilations, and that's what I would watch after school.
I like the compilations on YouTube with the weird titles, like the craziest titles where they're like, "This cured my depression," or
Yo,
I was in a 2-week long crying session, then I watched these vines and it made my day." Like titles like that.
yeah. I remember we used to watch
Vines
those
I
in
live for.
oh yeah,
Stuff like that. I like
yep.
those titles.
We used to watch them in college too when we were sad. Put on all of our favorite vines.
Oh, and that was like 3 AM.
Yes, yes it
Uh-huh.
was. Yep, the
That
witching
was like
hour.
an all the witching hour. Yeah, that was like an all-nighter
Mhm.
where
You
you
need
need to
some
pick me
pep.
up
Yep.
because you have class at 8 AM and that thing needs to be done.
Yep. Yep, at 3 or 4 AM,
Uh-huh.
listening to the weird knocking in the walls, and then you put on that singing, like, flying lawnmower.
That vine still makes me just crack up with the
Oh,
Mariah
yeah.
Carey, run with the she goes, yeah, with the
I'm
flying
gonna find it.
lawnmower.
Here,
That one's the best one.
I'll put in a clip here, Wanderers, so that way you can see what we're talking about a little bit.
That's the best vine. Yeah, I don't know of any TikToks that are that funny.
There's a
Well,
few, but
they're
they're not,
funny,
like
but they're not like I don't
they're
know.
not, like, Vine funny, like, it was just, like, a form comedy.
Yeah, cause the potato with the from the Frank Ocean song where the potato flew around the room and it just
The
shows
potato
the
flew around my room. There's a
yeah, that's
potato on a
so
string
stupid.
flying around your
I
room.
love that song when listen to it. That's all I think about is that Vine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they ruin things. It's
Oh,
great,
do you have
though.
the Vine pulled up?
I do. Okay, hold on. It's just a
Wait,
lawnmower flying.
yeah, it's just a lawnmower like taking off.
Yo, don't know how it happened, but it's
I
so
don't care
funny.
either, but it's
No,
funny.
it's so funny.
Mhm.
Okay, I should record an intro.
Oh my
But
god, yeah. I ran out of drink. I had
you need to go refill your drink.
I know, but this is like a complex one.
Oh, okay. Savor it. Savor the
I was gonna
flavors.
savor it. I was gonna
Mhm.
drink just water with chlorophyll in it, but
You're drinking chlorophyll?
no, that's an old fashioned. No, I was gonna drink chlorophyll, and then Mr. Kendra was making one, and we have a big bottle of Sprite because it
Mhm.
was cheaper. And
Okay.
once the fizz is gone, it's kind of
Mm,
ruined.
yes.
So we gotta drink that bottle up. So I went pooh to the chlorophyll.
Can't you mix Sprite and chlorophyll?
Yes.
I just blew your mind.
It just blew my mind.
That
You're
needs to be your
telling
next
me
drink.
that I could drink a
Carb
an
carbonated
old-fashioned with a
chlorophyll.
chlorophyll? Can you imagine going to a bar and being like, "Can I have an old-fashioned, but then just add, like, 3 drops of chlorophyll, please?"
That's like a LA thing. I don't think
That's an
around here you're
LA
gonna get
thing.
it.
That is an LA thing. And they'd be like, "Don't put whiskey in it either, just chlorophyll with"
Just chlorophyll.
yeah, just chlorophyll with the rest of the mixers.
Yeah,
You go, "What?
delicious. You have to let us know how that tastes.
Do I have time to go do it?"
Yeah, I can go pause it, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go alright, listeners, I'm gonna go make an old-fashioned with chlorophyll.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad. Disaster struck.
I hear I heard a
So,
little smash and then Inca. No.
yeah, so I don't know why, but Mr. Kendrick decided that he needed to make some sort of maybe like a Indiana Jones booby trap. So when I took out the Sprite, he put the coffee creamer on the edge of the fridge.
Oh, no.
So it flew down on the ground and then broke open, splattered everywhere,
Oh.
and then Inca was everywhere, and I was like trying to clean up it alone while Mr. Kendrick was just like, put it in another bottle. And I'm like, it's not broken. You don't know what you're seeing. So I'm trying to clean it up. Inca's like, I'm trying to like, shoo Inca away, but she's,
Mhm.
lapping it up like a little kitten. She's probably pre-diabetic now. I don't know.
What kind of stuff did you
But
get?
I finished I don't let I use he likes coffee creamer. So no,
Mhm.
Mr. Kendra likes coffee creamer with a little bit of coffee. Like
Yeah.
he likes to that's how he likes it. He
Okay.
gets that Cold Stone Creamery coffee. It's like melted ice cream.
I don't think I've tried that.
I don't think you want to. But I made my old fashioned with chlorophyll. So granted, it is
Ooh.
supposed to be like a light brownish color with a little bit of like red at the bottom because it's like the
Mhm.
cherry.
Looks like swamp water.
Well, yeah,
Spooky-tober!
what color is
Spooktober!
it?
It's like brown it's like black-green.
It tastes the same, but, like, a little bit, like, salady, like somebody, like, maybe, like, mama birded, like, kale into your mouth,
As you're drinking an old fashioned.
like, yeah, as I'm drinking an old fashioned.
Delicious. I
My
mean,
s my skin's going to yeah, so, like,
whiskey.
does the alcohol and the chlorophyll, like, then just cancel each other out, so, like, nothing happens to my skin, or
I mean, it was gonna do that anyways if you're gonna drink them, like, in the same day, so
why not both?
why not both? It cancels it out, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's not bad.
That's good. It looks like a Spooktober drink, though.
I wish you could see, like, the innards of I'm not gonna try, but I
You
wish you could
spill it
see,
everywhere.
like, the clumps of, like, I don't know, like, it's like
Did it curdle?
no, it doesn't curdle, but I don't
Oh,
know how to
okay.
describe it. There's just, like, clumps, like, floating throughout because
Delicious texture.
it's chlorophyll.
Mm.
There's cherries in here. Don't see the
You
redness
can't see the
of the
cherries.
cherries.
That's how, like, opaque it is.
Happy Spooktober! Spooktober swamp water. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, man. The drink of the month. Swamp water.
Yeah, it should be. So instead of having like pumpkin spice lattes,
Mm.
it's an old fashioned swamp water.
Ooh, see, if we had a bar, this would be, like, the drink of the month.
You'd be surprised about how many women would buy this
Oh, yeah,
drink.
like, a good themed drink, like, if it
Yeah,
tasted
like
good,
it's
like,
got
oh, yeah.
chlorophyll in there. If I put some basil,
Put basil on you could, like
just completely like forego, like throw out the fact that it's an old fashioned. Just throw it out the window. We're gonna add some basil and some mint.
oh, we're gonna make it nice.
It's not even an
Ooh,
old fashioned. We're like, it has
I know.
whiskey and cherries, and let's just add what is it? Ice? What's the frozen ice? Is that what it's called?
Frozen ice is ice.
But what's that stuff that they use in like Scooby Doo
Oh,
and the Thriller music video? Smoke ice?
dry
Ice
ice?
smoke? What is it?
Dry ice?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
See, that's a stupid name too.
Dry ice. Well, it's not, like, actual water. I think it's carbon dioxide is what it is.
I just know that you can't touch it with your hands. You have to touch it with gloves or like tongs.
You're not supposed to really eat it either.
Uh-uh.
People make certain things with it, and you can eat, like, a tiny, tiny amount, like, breathe it out, but, like, you're
Mhm.
not supposed to, like, ingest it.
That makes
'Cause
sense.
yeah,
Bad for you.
carbon dioxide poisoning.
Woo!
It's
What
fun.
better way to celebrate October than in the emergency room? Eh, 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 eh.
Oh, man. Is that a good segue into our topic for the day?
I mean, I don't know of a better one, do you? This one is so random.
Very true. Hey, Wanderers! Welcome back to another Foolish Wanderers podcast, the podcast about anything and everything. Today, we're going to be kicking off our Spooktober 2022. We're going to be talking about the death bat, otherwise known as the Camazotz.
Woo! It's the ancient Mayan god, the death bat.
Okay.
The bat of death. I don't know. Death
That's
bat
kind
sounds
of
cooler.
death bat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one, though.
All right, so we're going to be using the article from allthat'sinteresting.com, otherwise known as Katrina's Bay.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Yes.
Yep, one of her favorites. So, here we go. I should start, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I should start.
Okay, here we go. We're
I
just gonna
didn't
end
know if
there.
I should, like, ask if, like, "Katrina, what is a death bat?" And I thought, "You know
Oh,
what?
no,
That's
I
so
have no
stupid
idea.
because it's death bat." Like, it's
A
pretty
bat that kills you?
self-explanatory, right?
A bat
Yeah,
that brings death?
yeah,
Harbors death?
yeah. Pretty self-explanatory.
It's kinda like Mothman. He's kinda seen as, like, a harbinger of death or warning sign. He flies. Yeah.
See, I did think of Man Bat, which is a cool actually, it's not cool, it's kinda lame, but it's a Batman villain instead of
Oh,
Batman. Batman is just a man, billionaire,
and
that dresses up as a
yeah.
bat at night, right?
Okay.
He's an orphan.
Okay.
And then Man Bat is just a man bat. He's just, like, a man that got turned into a bat, but he still has, like, human features. It's really
So
creepy.
so what Batman should have been, but wasn't.
Yeah, yeah, but wasn't. And he just, like, flies around in the night.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think Stanley redid, like, the, DC heroes, the Justice League, as his own, and I think he made, Batman, like, with actual bat features.
No.
He just kinda, like, did his own version and had somebody else draw him up for him. He, like, described what he wanted him to look like.
And he did Batman dirty like that?
I
He
don't
turned
think it was
Batman into
bad.
Man-Bat?
Yes, he did. I'm pretty sure, let me look it up.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yep, basically made it a really buff, man-sized bat.
That is
Yeah.
Man-Bat. That is essentially Man-Bat. Well, RIP to
Carry
him. RIP to him.
Yes.
Alright, so back
Yep.
to the Mayan god known as the death bat. It's likely inspired by the now extinct giant vampire bats that once flew over Central America. It's no surprise that Camazotz was one of the most fearsome Maya deities.
I mean, if it was a giant bat flying over, like, that would
And
scare
like
me.
that would scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ancient Maya had hundreds of deities that they believed oversaw humanity, established order, and even controlled life and death. Many of these gods were rather terrifying, but one of the scariest of them all was Camazotz. Portrayed as an oh my god.
Anthropomorphic.
I gotta warm up my fat tongue for a second.
La 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 la
La,
la la
la,
la.
la, la, la. Okay. Portrayed as an anthropomorphic leaf-nosed bat, Camazotz was a god of death, night, and sacrifice. He supposedly fed on blood, and legend says he even played a role in the origin of the sacrificial rituals the Maya were known for. Experts believe Camazotz was inspired by the giant vampire bats that used to swarm the skies over Central America. One of these species of bats, Desmotus draculae, is now extinct, but it is nearly 2-foot wingspan and tendency to prey on animals as large as deer likely contributed to the idea of a vicious bat-like god.
I mean, if a 2-foot bat swarmed, like, a deer next to me, I would run for the hills, so
And it like took that deer out.
yeah, yep, especially swarms of these things.
That's what
That's
actually killed
scary.
Bambi's mother.
Oh.
It wasn't a hunter. It was the death bat.
Oh, it just flew up way too north.
Way too north.
Way too north.
It was on vacation. So unlike us who want to go south, it wanted to go north.
Yeah, it has its tropical little shirt, button-up shirt, touristy hat,
Yep, but
and he
instead
has his
of like
camera.
flowers, it's, like silos and tater tots and
Where
cows.
was Bambi supposed to be filmed at? Was it, like, the Midwest or
Wherever there's deer, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, it's probably the
That's a good
Midwest.
question. I wonder if they have established that.
Probably not. They probably
You think
didn't think
that's in
that far into
canon?
it.
Probably not. Okay, so while the Maya civilization was rapidly declining by the 11th century CE, the mythology surrounding Camazotz carries on to this day, and it's just as horrifying now as it was nearly 2,000 years ago.
Yay.
Yay, horrifying. Okay, so we're going to talk about the origins of the Maya bat god Camazotz. A bat-like deity was first mentioned by the indigenous Zapotec people of Mexico around 100 CE. According to historical Mexico, the Zapotecs believed that bats represented death because they often saw them flying out of the sacred cenotes or caves that they believed were portals to the underworld. That's just icky. It's just
I
weird
mean,
how, like, bats in, like, all cultures kind of represent or, like, associated with, like, death or evil or, like, a bad omen. you know?
I guess, like, the bigger ones, the small little, like, brown bats, I think those are cute. I used to get those, like, flying
But
around.
that's just you, but, like, just think about, like,
Yeah.
culture, like, what you see in, pop culture or stories.
Well, what other stories I guess, like, if you think about Scooby-Doo, right, they kinda, like, fly out of dark crevices and stuff.
Dracula
Oh, true, yeah.
turns into a
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
So we're talking about giant vampire bats, and the
That
first thing that
literally
pops
said
into Katrina's head is Scooby-Doo.
yeah. Even though, like, you said the scientific name is Draculae. Yeah,
Yeah!
I thought of Dracula then, but not now. I was thinking pop culture, like, like, our kinda stuff.
Dracula?
Yeah.
Blackula? There's, like,
Bla
1,000 different Dracula
what is
movies.
Blackula? I've never heard of
It's just like
this.
a comedy, but it has, like, an African American actor playing
Oh.
Dracula, and they just named it Blackula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's, like, 1,000 Dracula movies.
Yeah, true.
None
Yep.
are as good as Scooby-Doo, though,
Yeah,
but
that's my childhood. I think of both of ours, so
I still wish I had Scooby-Doo sheets.
you what? I
I
thought you
said I
had
s
them.
No, they're at my mother's house,
Oh, okay, yeah.
unless she got rid of them. They were on the like, when you have to, like, go get rid of things as you grow up, you're like, "Meh." That was,
Mhm.
like, no. That was,
Yeah,
like, top that was, like, nope, nope, nope. Underline the nope.
yeah.
I hope she still has them. Okay, the Kitcha Maya of modern day. So Kitcha is spelled K apostrophe ICHE and then an apostrophe. So the Kitcha Maya of modern day Guatemala likely adopted this bat deity and combined it with their own fire god to create the horror that is Camazotz. So that's great. They just took, something like a horrible element that, fire, death,
Mhm,
Hades, and, combined it with a giant bat.
mhm.
Not scary at all. Okay, so even Kamazotz's name is frightening. From the Kitchit words kama meaning death and Sotz meaning bat, the word translates literally to death bat. And he certainly lived up to his name. So, Camazotz was a large, leaf nosed bat with a human like form. He was usually depicted with a sacrificial knife in one hand and a human heart in the other.
Yeah, that got a lot less cute than my little brown bat.
Are we still at the Scooby Doo bat level, Katrina,
Yeah.
or have we?
I know we passed that now, so yeah.
So, according to ancient origins, Camazotz was said to fly out of caves, grab victims by the neck, and decapitate them before soaring away. What did he do
Oh,
with the knife? Was that what the
it
knife was for?
yeah, I'm sure, yeah, it's just a super sharp knife.
I thought he was just like he was like snapping necks and grabbing checks, just like
Pay me.
yeah, like he would just grab it because he says he grabs him by the neck, so I'm
Mhm.
assuming that's by his little like la claw things, right? And then I thought maybe he was
Probably.
just like ripped it with that, but you think it's with the
Maybe.
knife?
Well, it could be that or, if he had a heart in the other hand, it could use it to carve out the heart, like in the Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah,
That's
like
not
that.
really a knife, but
No, they don't use the
you
knife
just
though,
go
doesn't don't
grab
they
it.
just go like Zumba Zappa, and he just like reach in there and then he like rips it out of his own heart and he goes like
Yeah, it's
makes
still
those
beating,
noises and
yeah.
then yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, I think
That was horrifying to me as a kid,
mhm.
and now it's hilarious. I laugh my ass off during
Oh,
that
no.
whole part. Then that what's her name? Willie, the singer. Oh, she was annoying back then. She's annoying now. She's just like in this like cave, like randomly
Oh,
getting
yeah.
lowered into like a lava pit. And she's like screaming, and this guy's just like with
Yeah, it's
the
like take out the heart, yeah.
I think he says like Shakaday Boobaba or like Booby something.
No. I don't know, something to that effect, yeah.
None of that effect.
But
It's
yeah, I think
hilarious.
yes, now it is, yeah. But yeah, I think cutting out the heart is a different is more
He's
yeah,
using the knife.
yeah,
So we're
probably.
saying that he's, snapping necks with his little feet,
Or his arms, yeah.
his arms, and then just, knife cutting off
Mm,
the heart, and then
yeah.
just like flying away.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay, so this idea likely came from one of the most well known myths about the god, one that could easily be mistaken for a nightmare. Yeah, flies
Did you
out of the
just
cave. I mean, I
It
don't know.
just
I think
feels
that's what I
so
just said.
Yeah.
We got distracted by, the Shut the Day heart rip from the Indiana Jones Temple
Yup,
of Doom.
yup.
Okay, so now we're just gonna get into the violent depictions of Camazotz in Maya mythology. I felt like that part was violent enough, but I
It
guess
was yeah.
this is gonna get worse, just like how my drink, my old fashioned with chlorophyll is gonna get worse because I got cherries to eat at the bottom and we have
And
no
there's
more
gonna be
ice.
salad cherries.
I mean, the bottom is just like filling with the sediment of the chlorophyll.
Chug it. Toss it back.
Oh, girl, I can't toss that back. It's a Monday night, and I'm not 20 in I'm not in my early 20s anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
fair.
almost over the hill.
Don't say that because 'cause I'm right behind you.
I know you are, girl. I'm an old married maid.
Mhm. You've been married for what, like a month?
I'm
I've aged so much in that month.
ah, not really.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The violent depictions of Camazotz. The gruesome story of Camazotz and the hero twins, Unapu and Shabalanke, can be found in the Popol Vuh, spelled Popolvuh, which is the sacred narrative of the Kitchet Maya that contains all the indigenous mythology of the civilization, including the Maya creation myth and the chronicle of the Kitchet people, according to the World History Encyclopedia. So the Popol Vuh translates. Oh my gosh. The Popol Vuh translates literally to Book of the Mat, because so many Maya people heard its stories while sitting on mats and listening to their elders pass them down. However, it's essentially a record of the community and it preserves the history and culture of the Kitche. The stories have existed for millennia and they weren't committed to paper until the 16th century, so the 1500s.
Mhm.
So within the
That's wow.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I just like that it's called the Book of the Mat
Yeah, it's
because
kinda
we
cute.
sit on the
We
mats.
sit we sit on the
It's
mat. It's a
cute.
book
Yeah.
of our stories.
I
Yeah.
like that it's very, like, to the point.
Yeah, I think a lot
Mhm,
of stuff, especially from back then, was very to the point.
mhm.
Yep.
Literal.
Mhm. Yep.
Right, so within the Popol Vuh are numerous stories about Unapu and Xbalanque, the demigod hero twins who play a large role in Maya mythology. In one of the tales, the twins were challenged to spend the night in the House of the Bats. Ooh.
Ooh.
We need
Or a
like
cave.
we need like a spooky
The soundtrack.
like a spooky soundtrack soundbite. As the legend goes, Unapu and Xbalanque took shelter in their blowguns. What? To hide from the bats? How do you fit in a blowgun? How little are these people?
I mean, they're demigods, so
So
maybe
they can
they
just shrink like Ant-Man?
maybe? I don't know.
Don't you think that it's not wise to spend the night in your own blowgun?
With the poison dart? Probably not.
Yeah. Like if you
But,
snored, you would suck that poison dart like
well, it depends on which side you're on, I guess. Yeah.
if you farted in reverse.
That's not what I was thinking, but okay. If you farted, it just launches.
And kills your twin. Those are things I think about at night.
Farting a blowgun.
I
Okay.
don't yeah, it could. Alright, so these people randomly slept in their blowguns to hide from the bats.
Okay.
Which is so stupid because you have a blowgun.
Well, that's only, like, 1 dart unless they have multiple darts. So, like, hiding
You
from,
would hope that they would have multiple darts, right? Because
I mean, I guess
otherwise,
it
what's the point of bringing a blowgun? You're gonna kill. It's like Hawkeye in
yeah.
the Avengers or whatever. Like he is so useless.
He
Like
to a
a
point.
like a quiver holds like 20. I think it's 20 arrows.
Something like that, yeah, it's not that many, but he also has, like, explosives and stuff on the ends of Hi, Ray just popped up here.
Ray, the cat, Katrina's cat, has her tail up like Nessie, like the Loch Ness monster, And no, it's kind of like the snake, like the charm snake. And she's like she's moving her tail like one of those snakes. Ray the death cat.
Oh, no, my buddy. Oh, speaking so if you okay, so for about a month, I would wake up to Ray, like, scratching at my headboard and staring at the wall above my head. I
Death
don't
cat.
know why, and there was, like, nothing moving, there wasn't a bug, she would stare in the same spot, and I don't think there was any, like, light from the window shining in on it from, like, a
Hmm.
car passing by, but she would stare at that spot. Freaked me out, and then she would also, like, sit behind doors, like, and, like so she could see through the crack in the wall, and she'd stare at the wall. Yeah,
I think
it
she
kinda
sees
comes and
dead
goes.
people, like not Macaulay Culkin, but who's the other one?
I don't
Haley
remember.
Joel Osment. I think she sees dead
Okay.
people.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, for a while, and all of a sudden, like, one day she just stopped, and now she started doing it again, so
She sees dead people.
yeah.
Happy Spooktober. No,
Happy
see,
Spooktober!
this is when you hit like the ghoulish.
Yeah, it's like, happy Spooktember, basically,
No,
'cause
this is the kickoff.
she's
It's like
oh,
how Oktoberfest, starts in September but goes into October, right?
yeah.
Yes. So it's same with Spooktober. I'm not German, but you are, so we're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah.
same tradition thing.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to okay. Where did we leave off? The weird twins and their blowguns. They're sleeping in there
Yes.
randomly
Sleeping in
because,
blowguns, yep.
yeah, even though, yep. All right, here we go. Okay, so they're hiding from the bats, but when the night grew quiet and the bats stopped flapping their wings, Unapu stuck his head out of the blowgun to see if morning had come. Unfortunately, this decision proved to be fatal, and Kamazat
Mm.
had been waiting silently.
Oh, that's really sad.
In an instant, Kamazat swooped down and grabbed Unapu's head, decapitating him. The bat god then carried the head to the ball court of the underworld for the other deities to use as a ball in their next game.
That's, like, horror movie stuff, like, that
That's actually really funny.
it kind of is,
You're
but
like,
kinda gross.
we lost our ball. We can't finish the game.
So
Kamazats, do you think you could find us something to use?
oh, I got you, bro.
Where
Yeah,
there's these idiots that are sleeping in their own blowgun the whole night that I can just go and murder. They're not. I mean, they're just sleeping in their blowguns. They're not using them. So
mhm. I'm gonna look it up and see, like, how like, what they were doing with these. Hold on.
with the blowguns,
Yeah, like, what the actual story is, because this just gives us, like, a glimpse.
I mean, Katrina, all of our podcasts are just a glimpse.
That's very true.
It's a yeah, it's just a glimpse. It's a dip of your toe in the water. It's a lick. It's the first lick.
It's a little dribble.
It's a little dribble.
There's a lot to this story.
I know. That's why we're doing a dip.
Okay.
We have degrees in art. We don't have degrees in Maya culture.
True.
I'm drinking a chlorophyll drink.
Mhm. It's very LA of you.
Thank you. Where were we? They're playing basketball with Unapu's head?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So the Popol mentions Camazotz once more when it details the story of how mankind learned to create fire. In the myth, a bat-like creature whom experts believe to be Camazotz was sent as a messenger between the underworld and the first tribes of mankind. Lord Tohil, the patron god of the Kichit, asked the bat deity to broker a deal with the humans who wanted fire. Mankind offered Camazotz their armpits and waists in exchange for fire.
Don't you kinda need those, though?
Um,
I'm like,
they're down on the list of things you need, like body parts, right? Like you
but
need your heart, your brain. Is
your
this like
waist is kinda
is this sexual? Like or is it like he's gonna eat them? Like is he
I I don't know. I just kinda
does he
pictured
want
him,
to
like,
smell
chopping him
them?
off or something.
Oh, you pictured chopping. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably
To
what it
smell your
is.
waist. You're gonna go over and sniff it.
Sniff
Delicious.
armpits, lick waist. I don't know what they do. Okay, so the armpits and the
Mm.
waist were but this was said to be the origin of the ritual of human sacrifice in which victims were cut open from the top to the bottom of their torso.
See,
So,
cutting.
there we go, cutting. You were right. I was wrong.
Yay. He's not just gonna lick
I
'em.
wish he was gonna lick them, but apparently,
Lick.
cut him open like a rotisserie chicken or something.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep, so it's easy to see why Camazotz was such a fearsome deity. But his real life inspiration was equally as chilling. So here we go. How the legend of Camazotz persists to this day. So vampire bats still fill the skies above Mexico and Central America today, but the common vampire bat has nothing on the species that existed alongside the Maya. Desmotus draculae went extinct in the 1800s, but while it lived, it would have been a sight to behold. With a wingspan of 20 inches, the creature was larger than a computer keyboard, and it sucked the blood of animals like deer and llamas. While these giant bats died out hundreds of years ago, strange sightings of huge bat like creatures continued well into the 20th century. According to Blue Roadrunner, in the 1950s, a couple walking in Pelotas, Brazil, reported seeing two large humanoids in a tree one night. Authorities wrote them off, insisting they'd simply spotted large birds, but the sightings continued.
See, this is like what happens with Mothman, right? Like
I
they
think
think they
Kamazat is way scarier than
Oh, yeah.
Mothman.
Well, yeah, but, like, I mean, it's kinda like the same thing, right? Where they see,
Mm-hmm.
like, giant humanoid-looking creatures and
Flying.
yeah, or, like, sitting in trees or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
you're
they just
right.
say, like, "Oh, it's just a big owl," or something like
Yep,
that,
they're
and
just
it's
like,
like,
oh, it's a
"Oh,
flamingo in a tree. You're like,
it's a"
aren't flamingos like they can't
pink."
fly? You go like,
They
oh
they
no, it
can
was a
fly.
flamingo, but not like up into a tree, right?
Yep,
Pause for Google.
well, it says that they can fly, but it doesn't say how high they fly, but they can fly from 500 to 600 kilometers or about 373 miles each night between habitats. So,
Let's just assume they can fly into the trees.
yeah, if they fly that far, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
Mhm.
it could have been a flamingo. Um, in 1976, two girls spied a large bird-like figure they described as having a gorilla-like face. The next day, it was discovered that the creature had left behind several three-toed tracks. Sightings of this bird, or bat, with a gorilla face have occurred as far north as Texas, where several farmers claim to have encountered it in their fields.
Nope. Nope, nope.
With so many sightings on record, it's difficult to write off the existence of some sort of humanoid bat creature that flies around consuming livestock.
It's like the chupacabra, right?
Perhaps, I mean, yeah, perhaps it's
Kinda.
even Kamazotz himself. And now we have like the ooh,
Ooh, the ghoulish
the
sound.
ghoulish sound. And that was the story of Kamazotz, the ancient Maya god known as the death bat.
Yeah, not something that I wanna mess with.
Yeah, me either. I would rather mess with the Mothman.
Yeah. It
I
hasn't
mean,
been
Kamazotz is running around with a knife and like a human heart. Like he's always holding like a human heart. It's
yeah,
creepy.
and he's super fast, and he'll use your head as a ball for whatever
You
game
could
you're
even
playing.
hide in your own blow dart and he would still get you.
He'll wait quietly for
Hmm.
you. Mhm.
Well, I think that was a good episodes to kick off our Foolish Wanderers Spooktober.
Spooktober. I'm excited. I love
Hmm.
spooky things.
Me too, but I'm not gonna sleep well tonight now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Inga
Not
needs to
even that
protect
I've
you.
almost done with my chlorophyll old fashioned.
You need to let us know how those cherries taste. The salad cherries.
I don't know if I can handle it. I'm down to like just sipping on the bits of green.
The bits. What a delicious description.
It just tastes like I'm licking grass at this point. Okay, do your send off spiel while I kind
While
of
you
get the
chug it.
taste of grass out of my mouth.
Okay. Thank you so much, Wanderers, for joining us for this inaugural episode of the Foolish Wanderers Spooktober 2022. We hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any suggestions for future episodes, please feel free to email us at fwplisteners@gmail.com.
And as always, new episodes of the FWP release weekly. Yay, we're back to weekly on usually Wednesday, Thursday, depending on how busy life is. And the best way to, if you want to support us, the best way to support us is, of course, listen to the podcast. And if you'd like, we'd really appreciate it if you would leave a review or like just rate us.
Yeah, just give us a little star rating on Spotify.
Yeah, it really helps us out. Get
Yes.
into the algorithm.
Yeah. All right, Wanderers, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.